Okay, we're going to make a start. So, I think all of you have practiced Yoga Nidra with me before. So, ideally, lying down. That could be in bed, on your yoga mat, on your sofa, just anywhere that you feel you could be still and comfortable for the next 25 minutes. And dependent on the temperature, it's gone super chilly again outside, but hopefully you're nice and warm inside. But you might still want a blanket just as a little bit of weight or to give you that kind of snuggling in feeling. You might want a pillow, cushions. So anything you can grab and that you have available that are going to kind of enhance the experience of being super comfy. And you could lie on the back or the side of your body. Essentially, we want to get into a space and a place with the body where it feels just so nice that we would much rather just be still and be there than move and do anything else. If you do feel like you need a little wiggle of the fingers, the toes, a stretch, anything like that, then absolutely go for it before you finally settle down. So I'm going to give you just about another minute to really settle. And then take a nice deep breath in through the nose and just release it out of the mouth. So, as best you can, put your day, your weekend, what happened in the past, just to one side. Don't worry about what comes after the practice. Let's just try and be as present as we can be within the practice. And hopefully you are comfortable. But of course, if you do feel that you need to move for any reason, that's absolutely fine. Just be mindful about it. So just carefully moving the body and then encourage yourself just to settle down once again with a deep breath. If you feel for any reason that you need to just draw yourself out of the practice, that is also fine. You might slowly blink the eyes open. You might just start to become aware of your body. You could take the hands, touch the arms, the legs, the face. And sometimes it can help just to bring a space or a person or even a colour to mind that offers you a sense of comfort. If you fall asleep, also fine. So that might just be, it's a really busy time of year, despite it being winter and really the need to hibernate. It can be very busy, it can be overstimulating more so than other times of the year. Maybe you just need to rest. And you're still going to be getting the benefits of the practice, even if you drift off. You might also drift in and out of the practice. That could be sleep, that could be a little bit of distraction. That is okay. If you notice that your mind has kind of drifted off to somewhere else, just say, okay, that's fine, but what I'm doing now is practicing Yoga Nidra. Come back to a deep breath and just return to the sound of my voice or maybe the moment of silence that we're taking. And there's no right or wrong. So, the kind of beauty of this practice is that everyone is going to have a unique experience because everyone is going to interpret things differently and it is working with your mind, your unique mind. When the practice draws to a close, you don't have to immediately get up. You might decide that actually you want to just stay in a state of rest for a little bit longer. Or you might decide that you slowly want to start to move the body. And after we've been in a state of rest, even though this may seem short, we might be between that awake and asleep state, we just want to take things slowly afterwards. So try not to rush away from this. So, welcome to this practice of Yoga Nidra. Nothing else you need to be doing, nothing to really do apart from follow the sound of my voice. And in a moment, I'm going to count us down from 10 to 0. And the closer we get to 0, just encouraging yourself to soften further. That might be loosening the jaw, the shoulders, letting the arms and legs just be heavy. So beginning the count now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You might take a deeper breath in and out. Just really give your physical body over to the practice. And we'll set our sankalpa or intention or just a word, maybe for the practice. Doesn't matter what we call this. It's about the word or the statement being positive. It might be something that you're manifesting just as we finish out the end of the year, or you might be looking forwards into the traditional new year. And if nothing comes to mind, that is okay. Maybe instead you just focus on the ebb and flow of breath or the settling of your body. If something has come to mind, a word or a statement, just repeating it 3 times in your mind. So be nice and clear, trust in the word or statement. And after that 3rd time, just exhaling and releasing it. And in the mind, we're going to take ourselves just briefly into a kind of winter wonderland landscape. But that's on the outside, out in nature, and we're inside. So we're looking out into this winter wonderland. And where we are, maybe somewhere that we've been, it may be complete imagination. But it's inside, it's cozy. Maybe there is a fire crackling in the background. We feel calm there. It's peaceful. Outside, there's a blanket of snow, and snow is still falling. And we know there's a coolness to the air. But inside, we're warm, we're cozy, we're resting. So just take a couple moments more. You might be a person of kind of really clear visual imagination. You might not be, and that's okay. So instead, you might just be stating words: winter landscape, cozy cabin, I'm warm, I'm calm. And in this cozy space, we lay ourselves down to rest, like we are now. And we take our journey of awareness around the body. And it could simply be that we are taking awareness around our body. We might feel sensations or tones or a little bit of spontaneous movement. That's all normal. It might be that you want to offer your body something specific. It could just be that idea of rest. It might be courage, creativity, peace, thanks. And as we travel from place to place, you just gently give that offering. But don't make it too complex, because after all, we're here to rest. And our journey around the body starts at the back of the head. So there's a comfortable heaviness at the back of the head as it just lays there. We come over the top of the head into the crown of the head, and down into the forehead as the forehead relaxes, to the space between the brows, the right temple, the left temple, the right eyebrow, and the left eyebrow, the right ear, and the left ear, the right eye, and the left eye. And the space behind the eyes, maybe there is just a darkness that exists there if the eyes are closed. Sometimes we see shapes, colour. Bring awareness to the right nostril, the left nostril, and the very tip of your nose. The right cheek, the left cheek, the upper lip, the lower lip, the moisture in the mouth, the gums, teeth, tongue, even any tastes that might exist in the mouth. Awareness comes to the chin, and then just gently traces all the way around the jawline. A sense of rest to the whole of the head and the whole of the face. The whole of the head and the whole of the face. become aware of the dip in the throat, the right collarbone, the left collarbone, and the space between them, the right shoulder, and let's journey down the right arm, the upper arm, the elbow and the inner elbow, the right lower arm, the right wrist, the back of the right hand, the palm of the right hand, the right hand thumb, first, second, third, fourth finger. The whole of that right arm and the right hand. The whole of the right arm and the right hand. Bring awareness back to the throat space. You might even swallow. And then over to the left collarbone, the left shoulder. And again, we'll journey our awareness down the arm, the left upper arm, the elbow and the inner elbow, the left lower arm, wrist, back of hand, palm of hand, left hand thumb. First, second, third, and fourth finger. The whole of that left arm and the left hand. The whole of the left arm and the left hand. Let's bring awareness back to the throat space again. You might swallow. And we come down through the midline of the body. Awareness of the right rib cage and down into the right hip and the right groin space. And let's journey down the leg. We come to the right thigh, the right kneecap and the back of the knee. The lower leg, ankles, top of the right foot, heel of the right foot, sole of the right foot, the right big toe, the second, third, fourth, and fifth toe, the whole of the right leg and the right foot, the whole of the right leg and your right foot. Back to the throat space. And our journey starts the same. We come down, awareness to then the left side of the body in the rib cage, the left hip, the left groin space, the left thigh, kneecap and back of knee, left lower leg, ankles, the top of the foot, the left heel and the sole of the foot. The first, second, third, fourth, fifth toe. The whole of that left leg and the left foot. The whole of the left leg and the left foot. Bring awareness right back to where we began, at the back of the head. And we travel down to the back of the neck, the right shoulder blade, the right back rib cage, and the right glute. Returning to the back of the head, back of the neck, left shoulder blade, left back ribs, left glute. And can you find an awareness and a rest and settling of the upper back body, the head down into the shoulder blades, into the glutes? And then continue that journey of rest all the way down the backs of the legs, into the heels of the feet. The whole of the back of the body. The whole of the back of the body, just surrendering to rest. Become aware of the face, the collarbones, breasts, belly, and a softness of that upper front part of the body. And then we journey down into the lower front part of the body, all the way down the legs, into the tops of the feet. The whole of the front of the body. The whole of the front of the body. And perhaps we even take our journey down the sides of the body as we see or feel that. It could be past the arms, down through the ribs, the sides of the legs, into the edges of the feet, the sides of the body. And then all of this connected. The head, the face, the arms, the hands, the legs, the feet, the upper body and the lower body, the front, the back, the sides of the body. All connected, all softening and surrendering into this state of rest that is Yoga Nidra. And each exhale you take just allows a further softness. We're going to take 1 minute here. Just allow yourself to integrate that rest. Become aware of your breath once more. You might take a deeper breath in and out. And then journey the mind back to your sankalpa, your word, whatever it may have been, or if it wasn't there, just continue with that awareness of your breath. If there was something there, or there is something now, then we reaffirm that 3 times really clearly in the mind. And as we exhale, we release it. We cast our mind just back to our cozy winter wonderland. And that dissolves then into the space that we're in. So in our mind, we just have this mental awareness or even a visual of the space we are in and our body resting within that space. And in a moment, I'll count from 10 to 0 once more. This time to lead us out of our Yoga Nidra practice. There's no need to physically move unless you feel called to start moving and having a stretch and a wiggle. And after the count of 0, I'll state this practice of Yoga Nidra is complete. And at that point, you may stay in your rest. You might give me a little wave or emoji. Or you could decide to just slowly start to bring yourself out of your rest. Beginning the count now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. This practice of Yoga Nidra is complete. So whatever you choose to do from here, continue rest or just start to bring some movement and eventually come to a seat. Do it slowly and carefully. You might even bring your hands just to rest on your heart. Take a breath. Thank yourself for committing that time to yourself. And thank you for trusting me to guide you through it. And take really good care of yourself.